One morning, an IT manager opens their inbox to hundreds of alerts. Managed desktops wiped remotely. The commands came from the management console, but here's the problem. The commands were issued by a legitimate account. This scenario is happening right now in organizations worldwide, and it highlights a critical vulnerability in desktop-as-a-service environments. So how do you stop account compromise from becoming system catastrophe? That's what we're covering today. Many recent breaches didn't require attackers to break into the platform. They simply took over one account with management privileges. Once they have that account, the system trusts whatever commands they issue. So it goes. Phishing email, credential theft, console access, destructive commands. It's a chain reaction. The problem isn't the technology, it's the trust placed in compromised identities. That's where identity protection becomes your first line of defense. So how do you stop it? Start with passkeys. Traditional passwords work like this. You type it in, the server stores it, and if someone phishes you, they steal it. Nothing stops credential theft in these traditional systems. Passkeys work differently. They use public and private key pairs. The private key never leaves your device, so there's nothing for a phishing page to steal. Microsoft just announced the general availability of Entra Passkeys on Windows in April 2026. This is a game changer for DaaS security. But here's the thing. Passkeys alone aren't enough. You need layered defense. Think of it as 4 layers of defense. Each layer independently protects you, but together they create comprehensive protection. Layer 1. Authentication with passkeys blocks phishing at the source. Layer 2. Conditional access ensures devices are registered and trusted before granting access to sensitive resources. Layer 3. Token protection binds authentication tokens to device context. Even if someone steals a token, it's useless on a different device. Layer 4. Just-in-time privilege elevation and role-based access control. No admin has standing privileges. They request elevation with justification, get approval, and access expires after a time limit. So, even if an attacker somehow bypasses one layer, which is designed to be very difficult, the remaining layers catch them. This is why account compromise doesn't automatically become system compromise. Here's what you need to do. First, enable passkeys for a pilot group and validate user experience. Second, configure conditional access policies to require phishing-resistant authentication for sensitive resources. Third, enforce device registration and token binding. Fourth, implement JIT privilege elevation and RBAC with custom roles. And finally, test everything. Validate recovery paths. Make sure you have break glass accounts for emergencies. Start small, validate, and scale progressively. Don't try to harden everything at once. Identity is either your weakest link or your strongest defense. It depends on what you do about it. The goal isn't perfection. It's making account compromise survivable. I've written a comprehensive guide covering all of this in detail, with practical checklists and step-by-step instructions for IT teams. Check it out and let me know. What's your biggest challenge with DaaS identity security? Passkeys adoption, conditional access, JIT implementation? I'd love to hear your experience in the comments. And stay tuned for the next video, where we'll dive deeper into conditional access policies and how to configure them for maximum protection. Don't miss it. Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next security insights.